banging your head against the wall. Why don't my team care? Why can't I seem to get that energy from my team? It's not as simple as sending them on a team building exercise. That won't work. You cannot skip point 1 and point 2 and arrive at point 3. You must start in this order. The very first thing, and where it all begins, is somewhere that you might not expect. And you know what? It's actually outside of your direct control as a leader, so it can be quite challenging to achieve this. But you can absolutely help, and here's what it is. It's a commitment to their own personal development. Yes, you can give this individual some professional development through their job and through their career path and the way you support them, but the personal development aspect really must exist. So you as a leader have to create a culture where personal development is encouraged and not looked down on or seen as something strange or woo-woo. The only thing you really can do as a leader is lead by example. Focus on your own personal development. Growing as a person is about understanding who you are. It's about understanding how you work under pressure and how you interact and communicate with others. It's about being present and paying attention to every single word, action, task, and follow-up that you do. Set that great example, and actually, it's not about being perfect, it's about being open and honest, transparent, but remaining strong in your idea of what leadership looks like. That can help someone on your team, because they'll see you and they'll take note, and it can help set a culture where personal development is encouraged. Because trust me, for you to have a high-performing team with high-performing individuals, it starts with the openness towards their own personal development. The second area of focus is this, and it's a really important one that a lot of people get wrong or don't spend any time developing at all. Here's what it is. That's right, it's communication skills. It's about your language, it's about your tonality, it's about the words that you string together. And in the modern world, it is about how you interact through email and WhatsApp and Messenger. Like, communication amongst your people in your team starts by them understanding what their personality style is. Now, I work closely with the company that provide DISC profiling. So when I'm working with a business, that's what I use to help shortcut the confusion. Guys and girls that I work with are able to get reports and understand why they think and act like they do based on their personality style and how they can help themselves work better with their colleagues depending on their personality too. So we can have that real understanding not only of how the individual works, but how they can adapt their behavior and their thoughts so that they can work smoothly and productively with every single person in their team. Creating that high-performing team cannot work without high-quality communication. So when the whole team is in understanding together of communication and personality styles, they're developing their own ability to communicate, and they practice how to deal with certain scenarios that might come up in the same way as you might practice for a fire drill. Like, if we were under a lot of pressure, this is how we would approach that as a team. This is what we would do. That level of planning and thinking, I believe, can be achieved by any team, no matter how big or small your organization is or how much money you make. I'm telling you now, it is what world-class teams do, and that is what world-class looks like. And what world-class looks like is accessible for all of us. You can achieve that no matter how long you've been in business, no matter who you've got on your team. All you need is the intention to be world-class, and you can adopt these principles. I spend a lot of time working on communication with teams when I'm giving my leadership training, and individuals will approach communication differently depending on their age, their maturity levels, their experiences in life, and of course their personality style. So we take all of that on board when I'm helping teams. And you can watch this today and you can go, okay, cool. If my team, or when my team, are open to personal development, the next thing is to get them all together and help them understand each other, their communication skills, their abilities, and dealing with particular scenarios that could cause a lot of problems and a lot of stress if mismanaged. And then the third and final point to achieve a world-class, high-performing team, it's this: cohesion. Cohesion is vastly underrated. Cohesion, when it exists, is what creates that view that somebody cares about what they're doing. That's what a lot of leaders want. And a lot of leaders, when they don't think their team really care about their job and about the cause, they get frustrated and they spend time doing team building and training that focuses on this cohesion, about trying to create something meaningful and special together as a team, but they do it without the foundations. You cannot skip point one and point two and arrive at point three. You must start in this order: personal development, communication skills, and then, and only then, can you focus on what needs to happen to create empowerment and to get everyone pushing and pulling in the same direction to create something really special that aligns with the company's goals. You've probably seen it, most likely in sport, but also in business, when you have a team of people that are in alignment with each other and they have that cohesion, they go on to achieve really special things. And what's interesting is, in those teams, you don't always have people that maybe get along outside of work, but when they are together and they are working, they all understand what must be done, how to get the best out of each other and themselves, and they are able to really pull in to create something special, something worth that legacy move that I know a lot of leaders really crave. So if you're a leader, you're watching this and you like banging your head against the wall, why don't my team care? Why can't I seem to get that energy from my team? Then there's a number of reasons why that might be happening, or why you might not be seeing that. But this will help you understand the sort of approach and science that goes in to achieving that world-class energy, that high-performing team. It's not as simple as sending them on a team building exercise. That won't work. The 1, 2, 3 approach does need to happen in that order. So have a think about where your team are at. Are they open to personal, like everybody? There's no passenger here. Everybody needs to be open to personal development. If not, then you can't move to point two. It just won't work. You'll have dysfunction and you'll have a rebel perhaps in your team that does not want to get on board. And that can cause a lot of headaches, a lot of problems, a lot of wasted time, a lot of wasted money. How good are your communication skills as a group? Do you spend time training this? Do you spend time running through scenarios? This has to happen if you expect your team to move to point three, which is this point of cohesion. And it's a really rare and special thing, but it can be achieved by any team out there, your team in particular. So if you've watched the whole of this video, then I can help you. I offer services that will help you on all three of these and to help build the bigger picture. Just reach out, send me a message or email me, tommy@tommygentleman.com, and I'll be happy to help you and understand a little bit more about your business and your needs as a leader. But if you're just passing through, you like this sort of content, then hit subscribe on my YouTube channel, because I make videos about leadership and becoming that leading version of yourself all of the time. Thanks for watching. Good luck with the journey. Be the best leader you can be.